Okay, what I have to do is create these lines. Okay, I create from the center, and I decide the height. I create this line, and then I did curve, offset curves, and I decide in which direction, inside or outside. I decide which distances I wanted from the first curve to the second curve. I put 1 millimeters, and I did it. I create a connection to close these two lines, and I join everything from this line with a revolve command, revolve tools. I select the curves, and then I decide start of revolve axis, end of revolve axis, and if I put 360 degrees, you create, wait a second, well, it's not that one, yes, it's possible to create a circle around this. So I already did it. This is what I did. There was a button, so for that reason I create another cycle with the same dimension. I extruded, and I did bolean difference. With bolean difference, I took off the bottom, the base of this object, and then I decide to work just on a quarter. So I cut it, I create a line, I extrude the line, and then I rotate it in the way that was more useful for me. First of all, I try to rotate this cycle in a way that is really comfortable on the neck. So if we put everything, yes, okay, possible to see that. Yes, perfectly. Okay, so I create this in a way that is possible to wear it. If you see, it's perfect, and for the reason decide to rotate it in a way that it was more, helps a better wearability on the neck. And then I decide to work on a quarterly. So the reason I decided to create these lines, I extrude it, so that I want to yes, it's possible to see that everything is cut. I have 4 different species. These two are the same, and those two are the same. Next step was, so I create with this line, these curves that I want to put on this color, and for that reason I decide to divide this circle in 3 pieces with the same distances. I calculate with analyze lengths, calculate the distances of these curves for different reasons. I have different curves. Also, if I join everything, no, what's that? So I calculate these distances was 101 millimeters. I create curves with 38 millimeters, 35 millimeters, then 38 millimeters. I moved and start this curve from the start, and then we bend, try to bend it on the curve, select object to bend, start spine, the end, spine, and oh yeah, it works. Okay, sorry. Okay, so now it's possible. Okay, so we have these 2 points. It's possible to work on the front side, front view also. This is the center of my neck. So I have these 2. I can move it from here to the first point. Perfect. And I can move it from here to the second point. Yeah. That's perfect. So now I can just replace the same things for 3 other times to create 10-time model around the cycle. We can delete it. So that's it.
It's bad out there.
Select. Oh my
Oh, it's very wet.
side mask. Okay.
Apparently there's sunshine at 8 o'clock.
3.
I call bullshit.
Okay.
They say tomorrow I'm gonna make you the
try to combine.
How much wood do we have? Or is this the only wood? Is this the only wood we have?
For the moment, yeah, in the back is a bit more, but not
Not much.
thin place.
Oh, what kind is it? Is it like?
Check it out here behind.
We have so much wood out.
Yeah.
We have a lot of wood. More than that.
Center of partition and 15 more. Five holes. Okay, you can decide where I can put my 6 holes. Okay, now we have the hole, and we have to decide how we can recreate